It is time for our second special interview call-in segment for this season. This week we are pleased and lucky enough to have Mr. Dennis Gholson of the Foul Balls on the line. Dennis, a long-time veteran of WAKA kickball. He's been holding it down there at first for the Foul Balls. He's put in time with several other teams in the past, but the past 3 or 4 seasons, I'd say, been there with the Foul Balls, known for his big boot, but also a sneakily athletic fellow there. He's like a little gazelle on first sometimes. That's right. So welcome to the show, Dennis. We're glad to have you here.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's an honor and a privilege to be invited on the show.
Yes, only 2 people have been invited at this point. So,
good. Next year, rookie also, huh?
So, Dennis, thank you for coming on, man. Tell us how long you've been playing kickball.
I've been playing about 4 years now.
And you had started out with the Tailgaters, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was my first team. Yeah.
So, how did you get into it? Like, what's the story about how what got you to join an adult kickball league?
I actually, one night was wanting to do karaoke on a Wednesday night, and I went up to Sandbar and ran into Joey Lawrence.
Joey, former Chicken Tetrazzini, Joey Lawrence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. And at that time, of course, him and Amanda were part of the Tailgaters, and my son with the kickball shirts on. And I asked him about it, and I told him the joke, and they showed me the website, and I went on the next day and checked it out, and I signed up that day.
That's awesome.
And the rest is history, yeah.
Back in the old Sandbar days when you come home smelling like an ashtray.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a little irritating, but I guess you deal with it for the sake of hanging with your WAKA people.
So, Dennis, speaking of karaoke, I think Keith, he told me today that we're going to be doing another karaoke week in a couple weeks at Lucky's. I like to call you VA Peninsula's Darius Rucker because I noticed you like the country songs. Tell us about that. Where did your love of country music come from?
Well, honestly, growing up in York County, I was exposed to a lot of different genres of music. And when I did, believe it or not, when I did show and jazz choir in high school, our teacher was very adamant about different genres of music, right? So we did everything from Nat King Cole to we did a couple of Charlie Daniels songs, So that was a good experience in high school to be exposed to those different genres of music and get a chance to appreciate it. And next thing you know, I had a lot of friends that listened to country music, and when I first heard about Garth Brooks, I was sold on it immediately. I loved them. So that's why I like to do the Garth all the time.
Dennis, I gotta say your drawl comes out a little bit more when you start. Where you say Charlie Daniels, you got a little more York County in you.
Yeah, I've had a few people tell me that I have a little bit of a southern drawl. I don't pay attention to it, but I guess if I have it, I have it. I'm not ashamed of it.
Dennis, I've been able to talk to you for seasons upon seasons at the bar and on the field, and there was a time where I don't think that you won a game in I want to say 20-something games, but you're on the Foul Balls now who have a little bit of resurgency going on here, so tell me how you feel from going from those dark seasons of just not winning a game to now getting multiple wins under your belt.
I'll tell you what, man. Those first couple seasons with no wins, it was very difficult. But I am the person that when I commit to a team, I try to be as committed as possible. And so as long as we're moving forward, it's hard for me to say goodbye. But I really like the additions we've added, especially this season. We have some people that are really good, and it's just a matter of us. If we can just stay together for a couple of seasons, I think you'll see a huge improvement on our team.
So, Dennis, when you mention is this a little dig at Brian Pena?
Yeah, I'm here too, Dennis. I heard
that. Look.
Unlike a couple of assholes, I stay committed.
Well, it's funny you said that because I said something to Brian last night, and I told him, I said, hey, dude, we miss you. But, you got to do what you got to do. And I understand, he was in a situation where he had a chance to be on a team that was maybe a little more progression. We are at this point. And I can do no more respect it. I mean, at least you told us you was going to do that, and I appreciate that. And I always got love for BP. That's my man there. So.
Thanks a lot, Dennis. I had the opportunity not to be invited back to the Balls.
Good time.
It's been a good season. I really love how competitive our league is, but at the same time, it still stays fun. And no disrespect to any other league, but I mean, for my personal reasons, I love WAKA, because I need to get expand my social outlets. And I've definitely done that, and I feel like I've made some lifelong friends being in WAKA, and I'll play it until my legs fall off.
Dennis, I wanted to go back. We talked to you a little bit before we started taping this interview. Talking about your past, you talked about playing a little ball. So you're a lifelong athlete. What was your athletic history prior to kickball?
I guess I did track and football in high school. I only played 1 year of basketball because I could jump, but I couldn't do anything else.
He was a rebounder.
The
worm.
A Barkley type.
Actually, I ended up getting a scholarship to Arkansas. Went up there and played for a couple of years, and actually tried out for the baseball team there. And I played 1 year with the baseball team. But I just really wanted to focus on football, and unfortunately, I blew my knee out my sophomore year, and I never played again. So,
Dennis, how have I known you for 2+ years? I never knew you were a two-sport athlete.
A Razorback at that, too.
I knew you were a Razorback, but
Wait,
hang
hold
on, man.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
So you're telling me in high school, because you got to, obviously, to get a scholarship to Arkansas, you play high school football, and you were part of the jazz show team? What?
yeah, only in high school.
This man, a jack of all trades.
Yeah, what was your senior superlative?
I was in the top 2 for 3 senior superlatives. The one I got was most talented. That's the one I actually won.
All right.
Hell yeah. All right.
The other 2 were most friendly and biggest flirt.
I believe all of
Yeah.
that.
I can see that.
I see that.
Well, I was a little thrown aback by that because I always kind of thought that being the most friendly and biggest flirt kind of went together. I mean, just kind of went that way.
Yeah, when you're friendly and you just happen to be ridiculously good looking, you just get labeled a flirt, huh?
Exactly.
I wouldn't know what that's like, but you would.
George, don't get credit for yourself, man.
Dennis, a lot of people know you around the league for A, your Star Spangled Banner singing, and 2, your big boot. If there was another, I guess, attribute that you would attribute to your kickball success, what would that be that some other people don't recognize you for or know you for?
I'd probably have to say that I'm a team player. I mean, I know I play first base, and that's where I normally play. But if you want me to play outfield, I'll play outfield, I'll play third, I'll play pretty much any position. I'll even pitch if you want me to, and I do want to get better, It's just kind of how I am. I'm competitive personally. I want to do well. So I always feel like if I can help the team do well, and maybe that'll bleed off on a couple other people to maybe try a little bit harder to help improve the team as a whole,
Very cool.
Definitely.
So the foul balls, this week you guys got a doubleheader. You're facing off against Pitch Please and the Foot Snipers. What would you say, you have any predictions for this upcoming week, or what would you say would be a successful week for you guys?
I'd say a successful week for us would be to split those games. Just looking at the rosters and it's kind of like football. Any given Sunday, any given Wednesday, the worst team can mess around and beat the best team. Everybody's going to have an off game, but we seem to play well against teams that are just better on paper than us. And we've surprised a couple teams this year by at least hanging around for a while. Mm-hmm. And I feel really good about where we're going. Like I said, it's just a matter of us having time to spend together. And as a team, it's really tough to build a championship team when you lose half of your team every season.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying.
Hammer, man. Heck on, I'm going to go in the other room.
Hey, we joked about putting you on the Budweiser hot seat, but you flipped the table.
Yeah, that's right.
Put the hosts on here.
Dennis, I don't want to jinxing and nothing like that, but I want you to be in the know before we post this on the Facebook, is that you are my upset special against Pitch Please.
Really? Cool. Hey, I'll be honest with you, in my mind, I'm thinking we can take that one.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I mean, I'll tell you this last night we played really well. We had one drop ball in the outfield. And if we can stay that consistent, I mean, really the sky's the limit for us. I really give Vernon Bridges a lot of credit because we kept the game close for the first few innings. And the one thing that's hard to beat is ball placement. And they were in the fourth inning, they put the ball in places where we just didn't have any people,
Yep.
Right over infield and just short of outfield. So they did a really good job of just putting the ball in the right place against us last night.
Dennis, a little mini lightning round. Quick answers from you.
Okay.
One sentence to explain the foul ball season after the tournament. You're looking in the future here.
Right.
So looking back at the end of the season, what is going to be one sentence to describe this year for you?
This year will be, I'd have to say, great improvements to our team, and we're just looking for more consistency.
All right, and you got a pick here. Who's going to win it all? November 17th.
November 17th. Wow, that's a pretty tough one. The league is pretty strong right now, but I can't help but have to look at just for kicks right now.
Yeah, that's a good pick right there, actually.
Yeah.
If you had a chance, one or the other, foul balls winning the WAKA championship, or you singing the national anthem at the Washington Redskins, which one would you pick?
Foul balls winning the championship.
As Andres is quick to remind you, it's happened before.
Hey, I think
right.
going out there and playing quarterback for the Redskins, I think I'd still take that WAKA, that Wentworth Trophy.
You're dang all right, man. It's equal to the Lombardi Trophy almost, right, for us. Come on.
I agree completely.
Yeah, Brett knows because he's won it 5 times, as he will tell you multiple times.
It is an awesome feeling, Dennis. Awesome.
Well, I will say another thing too is it was really awesome to play at the summer league and win a championship with Orange Crush.
Oh yeah.
I'm never asking. Damn, man.
How did that feel?
You're killing me, Dennis.
How did that feel?
What that did for me, though, was it really gave me the taste of what it's like to see that trophy sit in front of my team. You know what I mean? And so it makes me want to push harder. So now you'll see that foul ball green shirt with that Wentworth Trophy in front of it. You know?
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
I got nothing left to say to this guy.
Dennis, final thoughts. Anything you got to say to the podcast viewers out there tonight?
I just want to say, hey, y'all, this is one of the best leagues I've ever been a part of. I've been a part of a couple now. And like I said, for my own personal reasons, I love WAKA, and I love what everybody does. I love all the people. I mean, it's just a great social event. And we have some competitive people out there, too, that really push other people. And I think that's always good. I mean, you want to surround yourself with people who want to help you get better to make themselves better also. And so anybody out there who doesn't play kickball but watches the podcast, take a look into WAKA kickball.
That's a very small, non-existent audience.
Probably just my mom. She's too old to play.
You're never too old to play.
That's an ass kid.
Hey, Dennis, I joked with you a little bit tonight. You took a few shots at me, but I love you, man. I look forward to a handshake and a half hug from you every night. Like, I mean this. I'm gonna get mushy right here from the bottom of my heart. Like, you're one of those people. You put a smile on my face when I see you, man. Like, and I'm not even joking about that. I see you there, and it lightens up my day. I see why you're. I wanted you to hear you say you got most likely to brighten someone's day as your seniors program. Because you sure do that for me. Love playing with you, and I still love talking to you and seeing you every week.
Well, I will say I do appreciate that, man. That does mean a lot to me, man, because the bottom line is, as crazy as the world is today, it's hard to find good people everywhere you go. And so, my job is to be who I am. I'm never going to be a different person. No matter what anybody wants from me, I am who I am, and if you like it, cool. If not, no hard feelings. So, trust me, I love seeing you guys, too, every week, man. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Dennis, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast this week. great interview. I can't wait to get this uploaded. And we'll see you on Wednesday, buddy.
You know, guys, I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks.
Hey, Dennis, you too, buddy.
man.
Thanks, Steve. See ya.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was Dennis Gholson. Foul balls coming in tonight. Great interview. We really got some.
Second great interview that
I mean,
we've done.
I really feel good about this
Like
segment.
I said,
It's got some
Your
comments.
questions can kiss my ass. We're doing interviews all the time now.
Like I said, I love it. I talk to this guy literally every week for a couple years, and then we get him on here and find out something new about him.
Arkansas Razorback. Get out of
Who knew?
Uh,
Well, guys, thank you for watching 3 Up, 3 Down. We'll be here next week probably. Check the YouTube.
Unless I get fired.